Hello friends, welcome at the youtube.com oblique Dr. Vet channel. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor of Veterinary Medicine. We will discuss here important bacterial disease, dermatophilosis. In part 3, we will study clinical science section 1. There are two sections, clinical science section 1, clinical section science 2. In clinical science section 1, we will study the general view about the clinical science in cattle, and clinical science in horse. The clinical science of the other animal we study in clinical science part 2. In this presentation, we study clinical science of dermatophilosis and general view on the science. The disease causes lesion on the host on the skin, and it produces two types of disease, acute or chronic. So disease vary from acute manifestation to chronic manifestation. There is skin disease, pruritus may be there, pruritus may not be there. So pruritus is variable, may be there slightly more or may not be there. When there is initial infection, there is a setup of the acute inflammation, and due to phagocytosis, most animals spontaneously recover within 3 weeks of the initial infection. But few animals or more animals may manifest their clinical symptoms. Talking about the general view on the science, when there is acute infection, setup of the inflammation, automatic cure will be there. But chronic infection generally occur due to chronic maceration of the skin by the animal. We know that disease is flare up when there is wet season or rainy season. But when there is onset of dry weather, it speeds up the recovery and healing occur. Generally, the uncomplicated lesions of the skin recover without scar formation. The skin will become normal. The moderate infection have a less infection on general health of the animal. But when there is severe infection, it has a effect on the health of the animal. We are talking about general view on clinical science. If there is severe generalized infection, then it has a effect on general health of the animal. There is loss of body condition, weakness. If there is severe involvement of the feet, it affects the movement of the animal. If there is severe involvement of the lips and muscles, it affects the prehension of the food, and so effect on the body condition. When there is severe skin infection, it may be infested by secondary bacterial infection and may lead to the bacterial skin infection. If the skin lesions are attracted by fly or worm, the fly lay eggs and there are screwworm infestation on the skins are also observed, and in very severe condition there is occasional death in young animals, especially cows and lambs. Now we see specific clinical science in cattle. The skin lesions are generally observed on the skin of the neck, body, back of the udder, and legs. These parts are most commonly involved. The lesion have a mosaic pattern of appearance. On the skin, you will find round patches, mosaic pattern, just the marbles are arranged. That is mosaic pattern. A round lesions on the skin observed with a diameter of average about 2.5 centimeter. There is a crust formation over the body, and below this crust there is a purulent exudate characteristic of this symptom. On removal of the crust, below crust there is moist and inflamed areas of granulation tissue characteristics. The systemic signs are not apparent except some cases show febrile reaction. In the previous slides we have seen that there is crust formation and scab formation on the skin. The site also we have seen. On removal of the crust or scab, there is granulation tissue, exudation and pus under the crust. This is the characteristic sign. In some of the animal, milk may be reduced if there is severe infection. What will happen in acute cases? In acute cases, there are extensive lesions over the body, and it is complicated by secondary bacterial infection, maybe a pus formation, and there may be endotoxemia and may cause death of the animal. In chronic infection, the encrustation or crust formation is very deep, and the crust may be a laminated. This is the characteristic signs in cattle. The crust may be laminated and they are deeply incrustated. Friends, here we will see clinical signs in horses. The site of lesions are back, side of the rump, head, neck and limbs. These are the common sites. If there are lesions on the muzzle, additionally there may be a nasal discharge. If there are lesions on the face and around eyes, animal may manifest additional symptoms of lacrimation. Generally, the lesions are found on all parts of the body except thorax and abdomen. The skin lesions are seen. The itching may be absent. What are the skin lesions? We will see in the next presentation. Now, what are the skin lesions in the horses? The lesions are very similar to cattle. As we have seen, there is crust formation, scab formation, and others. Here, there is characteristic in horse is paintbrush lesion. You know the paintbrush. The hairs of the brush is stick together, mat together. Similar lesions are seen here. So characteristic lesions in horse are paintbrush lesions. What are these? The skin become thickened and dried up. There is exudate. The exudate mat together with the hairs of the body and form a scab. There is crust and plaque. These are the paintbrush lesions. On removal of the scab, under the scab, it exposes the bleeding surface. Also, under the scab, there is tallow yellow green plus present under the large scab. These are the characteristic lesions in the horse. Friends, We have we have studied the generalized view about the clinical signs, the skin lesions in cattle, the skin lesion in horse, that there is cap formation, crust formation on skin, there is exudation, matting with the hairs, ventricle the scurf, there is a bleeding surfaces under the skin, maybe pus under the skin. Please share this information to the veterinary friends and veterinarians. To promote the channel, requested to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for observing this video.